In the accord, the social partners set an aspirational target, an aspirational target of 75% local procurement. They identify a number of immediate steps that can be taken jointly to achieve that goal over a period of time. And they do that because there's a joint commitment to improve job creation in the local economy and to deepen industrialization. This accord is a boost for jobs and for local industry. It brings together the efforts of the public sector and the private sector, and it can help to direct billions of rands of spending in the local economy and on local manufacturing. But for this to be successful, it must go together with other efforts. Efforts, as I've indicated, to improve competitiveness, to increase skills development, to build better economic infrastructure.
This is not about helping uncompetitive firms, it doesn't represent our desire to sign a blank check, and including high prices. This has nothing to do with all of that. This is about helping the South African manufacturing sector and to live up to our own expectations, to compete with the best in the world, and to ensure that we create the necessary jobs that we need.
This will not only help with our job creation challenges within the country, but it will also create enterprises. It will also help in developing those enterprises, because through the value chains of the various companies that have made certain commitments out of this accord, we'll be able to develop enterprises to be able to supply products that are competitive, products that are priced right, and products that are of good quality, of course. So this is to us quite historic, but we do also, we're not starting from scratch. There is a baseline from which we are working from. So we are basically just going to be upping our efforts with regards to intentionally sourcing locally produced goods and services.
We're living in a world currently where our major trading partners have a dropping level of growth and therefore dropping level of demand. What we're doing in a cooperative way here is creating demand within the South African economy. And in a cooperative way, particularly from the government side, creating another dimension of a, if you like, stimulus package, which will then result in greater demand within South Africa, which will then result in greater production, then therefore greater jobs and enterprise creation as well.
But I think your first point is an important point. We need to monitor the impact as we move forward. I don't think we have an absolute baseline, but we did set ourselves a broad target in IPAP, where we said that we would want to reduce the import leakage from the infrastructure investment program from 40% to 30%. That's a very modest, I think, and broad target. But I think as time goes on, we are going to have a much more careful monitoring of the impact of our own designations, and I think that some exercise like this may at some stage be warranted. But that's not our focus at the moment. Our focus at the moment is on the work of the designations as such. I think there's a number of areas here. So first of all, there's the formal legal designations that will be adopted by government through the Preferential Procurement Framework Act. And the definition of local is subject to quite precise standard determinations. We see the model of procurement that has worked best recently as the last year's antiretroviral tender by the Department of Health, where we saw both a sizable reduction in the price and a strong negotiation by those procurers, and also an increase in local content. I think that's what we want to see as a model.